So, hello everyone, and this is Shreyas. And today you can see three iPhone models. The first is iPhone 13 Pro, and the second is iPhone 12 Pro, which was launched in 2020. And then we have the iPhone 11 Pro, which was launched in 2019 in the iPhone 11 lineup. And today we're going to compare them and find who is the king. So you would be saying that the 13 Pro is the king. So now there are some features which are in the 11 Pro, but not in 12 Pro or 13 Pro. So then we'll see that which type of the iPhone is best for you. So now let's start. And first we will talk about their display. So the 13 Pro, 12 Pro, they have a 6.1-inch display, but the 13 Pro has a Super Retina HDR display with 120 Hz ProMotion refresh rate, which is also available in the Apple iPad Pro. And I'm again telling you this refresh rate is of 120 Hz. And if we talk about this, the 12 Pro, it is only a Super Retina XDR display. And if we talk about the 11 Pro, it has a 5.8-inch Super Retina XDR display. And if we talk about their cellular technology, so the 13 Pro and 12 Pro have 5G, but the 11 Pro has 4G LTE cellular. And if we talk about the cameras, so the 13 Pro, 12 Pro, and 11 Pro, they have the telephoto camera, wide camera, and ultra wide camera. And so this is their camera, and you can do a Dolby Vision HDR video recording up to 4K at 60 FPS. And in 13 Pro, and the thing I told you, that Dolby Vision, so that is with iPhone 12 Pro. As you can see here, I'm highlighting the area. So this is the area, and this is for the iPhone 12 Pro. You can look at this. So now you can also do a cinematic mode recording at 1080p at 30 fps with 13 Pro, and Dolby Vision HDR video recording up to 4K at 60 fps like the 12 Pro. And there is nothing like there is no type of thing with this, the 11 Pro. And now let's talk about the optical zoom range. So the 12 Pro and 11 Pro have a 4x optical zoom range, and the 13 Pro has a 6x optical zoom range. And if we talk about some other things, so 13 Pro and 12 Pro have the LiDAR scanner for night mode, portraits, faster to focus in low light, and next level AR experiences. But there is no thing in the iPhone 11 Pro. It only has a telephoto wide and ultra wide camera. And if we talk about the processor, so 13 Pro has the fastest mobile processor in the world, which is the A15 Bionic chip, which is also used in the 2021 iPad Mini. It has a 6-core CPU with 5-core GPU and 16-core neural engine. And you can see that this is the fastest chip ever in a smartphone. And now we talk about the 12 Pro. It has the A14 Bionic chip, which is used in the iPad Air 2020. And it has a 6-core CPU with 4-core GPU and 16-core neural engine. And if we talk about the 11 Pro, it has the A13 Bionic chip. It has a 6-core CPU and 4-core GPU, and it has an 8-core neural engine. And if we talk about their video playback, so if we talk about 13 Pro, it has 22 hours of video playback. For 12 Pro, it is 17 hours, and for 11 Pro, it's 18. I don't know why it's very much low in the 12 Pro, but it's also real much good. So if we talk about the security features, you can see it has Face ID. Three of the iPhones have Face ID. And if we talk about their ceramic shield and others, so for 13 Pro and 12 Pro, we have a ceramic shield for front, and that's a surgical grade stainless steel. But For iPhone 11 Pro, it's glass front and back, surgical grade stainless steel. And if we talk about the water resistance depth, so for 12 Pro and 13 Pro, it is for 6 meters up to 30 minutes. Means they can live in maximum 6 meters deep water for 30 minutes. And if you talk about with 11 Pro, it is of 4 meters up to 30 minutes. And if you talk about the if you can if they are compatible with any other accessory, so 12 Pro and 13 Pro are compatible with the Apple MagSafe accessories, but not iPhone 11. So now we talk about the storage capacity. So 13 Pro has a very large storage capacity of 1 terabyte, and this is also with no, this is not. This is with iPad Pro and the MacBooks. So if we talk about the minimum storage capacity of 13 Pro, it's 128 GB. And if we talk about the 256 GB model, it is here, and it also has 512 GB model. And if we talk about 12 Pro, it has 128 GB, 256, and 512 GB. And if we talk about iPhone 11 Pro, it has 64 GB, 256, and 512 GB. So the thing you will not understand now. So now we are going to see that who needs to buy which phone. So if you want a pro phone which has a really good camera or anything else, so you can go for the 13 Pro, and if you have money too, and it's really much expensive according to me. And if you want a normal phone with good features, so you can go with the iPhone 12 Pro. But if you want a cheap iPhone and your features is not a requirement, so you should go with the 11 Pro. And I think 11 Pro is a good phone even at this time. But right now I cannot see the price of 12 Pro and 13 Pro. So now wait a second, I will tell you the price of them, and you will wait a second and then I'll come. So currently I cannot see the price of 12 Pro and 11 Pro, but I think their price is at for 11 Pro I think it's $699, and for 12 Pro I think it's $200 bigger. I mean $899. So you can see the price at Google. And this was our video, and hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye and stay safe.